Hi, I'm L.A. Tenorio, and you are watching Ball Channel.
I am never calm. I always nervous before a final, but I just try my best, point by point, and just keep playing. Don't think about the victory or winning the trophy. Just think about the next point. That's what I try always when I'm nervous. Win or lose not only depends about to be better or worse player. There's so many factors, but for sure you can keep improving yourself and a lot of things, and that's what I go every day on court with.
Favorite fight films?
Vision Quest. Hello.
All right, I read that book. That was the most motivational book on cutting weight I've ever read. Like that book, every time you're having a tough time, like with your cutting weight, read that book again. It's really good.
Can I just watch the movie?
Or you can just watch the movie. But, you know, watch the movie.
The movie's got a song in it, too.
I hate those guys that are always like, the book's so much better. I hate those guys.
You're one of those guys.
I hate those
guys. Always bring up a good movie. Oh, did you read the book? Of course not.
Yeah, but I read the book. Game of Thrones, I read the book. Yeah.
See, every time I'm hanging around you, I'm like, get all mad at myself. You really need to read more, you know? Read more, then you could probably write a book, too.
That's it. I just
Quit watching so much goddamn TV.
For the first time in top 10, it's not easy to maintain the level because players kind of take you more serious, coaches study your game, they know what are your weaknesses, you cannot get them by surprise anymore. I would love to start challenging the top 4, hopefully move up the ranking.
Coming up on UFC Ultimate Insider, how a trying path changed Cub Swanson's life forever.
I didn't really go to school. I just ditched a lot, and I wanted to do all the fun things that everyone else was doing. My mom, she pretty much had it with me and told me, you straighten up or you can leave.
The UFC heavyweight champion, Bull Blast, as his next opponent is determined. Pickle throwing a lot of punches, ran out a couple, hurt Overeem, and then knocked him out. Plus, it's time. The inimitable voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
You have 20,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs for their heroes. That's what gets me going.
And we go behind the scenes for UFC 360's summer issue with the Octagon girls.
It's going to be really hot, really sexy, and perfect for this summer.
It's all ahead on UFC Ultimate Insider. Hey everybody, this is UFC Ultimate Insider. I'm John Anik, a pleasure to have you with us. Most roads to success are fraught with obstacles. Few men would understand that truism more than Cub Swanson, who with 4 straight UFC wins is a certifiable featherweight title threat. Years ago, it was his time spent inside Juvenile Hall in Indio, California that broke Swanson free of the trappings of gang life with finality. And now he extends a helping hand to those looking to do the same.
My childhood was unique. Born in Palm Springs. When I was born, my father already was diagnosed with skin cancer. Passed away when I was 3 months old. From about 14 to 16, I gradually got more and more into trouble. I didn't really go to school. just ditched a lot, and I wanted to do all the fun things that everyone else was doing because I felt like I was never allowed to do that. So at about 16 years old, my mom, she pretty much had it with me and told me, you know, you straighten up or you can leave. So I was like, cool, I'll leave. I was in the streets, just, you know, getting into trouble. I think we ended up breaking into an RV or something. That time I went to juvenile hall. Hello? Hello?
There's a portion up at the very top that everyone needs to read. Once you have, go ahead and check it out and then just sign your name.
Okay, thank you.
Used to be when Cub was here, it was all detention kids. Because they didn't know what was going to happen in their future, some of the behavior reflected that. They were scared. They were scared. They didn't know whether they were going to placement, home, where. A lot of times they just don't know.
I remember one of the sadder things we used to see was when somebody would get released, but there'd nobody to pick them up.
Nobody to pick them up.
Yeah, nobody would want to come pick them up.
Yeah.
And they'd be released, and they'd have to stay in here, and all the kids would be like, man, it's messed up.
Yeah.
Because everyone counts the days, so they get out. It comes a day, and nobody wants to get you.
Right.
Yeah, that was like the saddest thing to see.
This is pretty much the oldest part of our facility, but Cub may have spent some time in this facility. Let me see if we got lights on it. Let's probably go to Unit 4. There's some more lighting over there. Yeah. Yep.
Spend most of my time on that side.
Yep. On that side, Unit 2.
Yeah. Yeah, this used to be a big fenced-in area with razor wire. And we used to play volleyball. I broke down a few times because you're alone, you know. You miss your family. But I always had that strong sense of I did this to myself, so I tried to tell myself to man up. I told myself, look, if you're going to be in here doing nothing, you might as well catch up on school, because I was about a year behind. I was only supposed to be working 4 hours a day, and I would take the books back to my room. We were allowed to read them, but you couldn't do any work because you weren't allowed to have a pencil in your room. So I would break off the pencil tip and hide it in the Velcro on my shoe. And I was nervous because we would get strip searched when we got back. If you got caught with a pencil tip, they think you're going to make a weapon and stab somebody, so it's pretty serious. The kids in there have all these ways to make all these cool things. They showed me how to make a pencil with toilet paper and string from my underwear, the elastic. And so I made a little pencil with the toilet paper and the string, and I would sit on the toilet because there was cameras in the room. And I would sit on the toilet and I would do my workbooks in there. And in 3 months' time, I did a year's worth of school. I got enough credits to catch me up.
First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody here. We have a special guest here today. Cub Swanson is a perfect example of what you can do if you believe. You believe in God and you believe in yourself. So today, let's clap it up. I'm going to introduce Kevin Luke.
I hate speaking in front of people. It's like one of my worst fears, but here I am, I'm doing it. I just wanted to get the hell out of here. I really never wanted to come back, but, you know, here I am. Just trying to help you guys out, so. I remember sitting right there and a fight broke out when I was about to eat, and the pepper sprayed the whole room and we all had to clear out. And I was like, man, I'm hungry. You guys are fighting. And I remember waking up at like 7 in the morning and brushing my teeth, and some kids started fighting and got pepper spray on my leg. I'm like, it's 7 in the morning. How are you fighting? How are you fighting right now? I know that I have more of an influence than anybody there at the juvenile hall, just because kids respect fighters because they think it's cool, and they respect somebody who's been there and lived it.
It's much more impactful than even myself standing before them and telling them a story of triumph and overcoming things. It's everything to them. He's from here. He's actually from this juvenile hall. So they can relate. They can relate.
When you're in here, you get to a point where, oh, poor me. my mom didn't do this, my dad, blah, blah, my family, and it's all a bunch of, it's crap, you know? Quit feeling sorry for yourself, you know? You gotta play the hand that you're dealt, okay? If you have issues in life, you gotta deal with them. If you always run from them, you're gonna have problems. Fight for what you believe you deserve in life. Fight for an education. Fight for a better life.
And Cub Swanson next appears against fellow top 10 145-pounder Dennis Siver at UFC 162. Swanson chasing a 5th straight win as he tries to inch yet closer to a UFC title shot. All right, coming up, the baddest man on the planet, Mike Up, in full black.
And now Silva starting to tee off. Looking to finish the fight.
It's UFC Ultimate Insider.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, look at that.
Bang, 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 bang.
Right to the side of the head.
Boom, 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 boom.
Man, that guy hits hard.
Bang, 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 bang.
This place is deafening right now. Thunderous. You kidding me? We got ourselves a fight. What heart this guy has. He is absolutely relentless. An icon, a legend.
Bang, bang, bang.
The UFC serves up an explosive event with fantastic matchups. Deadly strikers showcase their one-punch power. Rory McDonald gears up as Jake the Juggernaut Elgin takes on the challenge.
This is the next level of competition.
Then, shift gears and speed it up. Flyweight contender John Moraga threatens the champ Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson for the title of UFC Flyweight Champion.
Welcome to the UFC. This is a real showcase right here.
Don't miss UFC on Fox 8, Johnson versus Moraga, July 28th, 8:30 a.m. Only on Balls. Prepare for football's finals as they get set to do battle. The reigning world champions look to impose their will, but Celeste won't back down without a fight. Roar your team to glory. Spain versus Uruguay, June 17th, 6 a.m. Only on Balls.
Welcome back. Now a two-time UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez took his seat at UFC 156 knowing the night's outcome would likely reveal his next opponent. As Cardio Cain took in the action, he did so with a mic on, all so we could bring you Velasquez's real-time reaction as the fight played out. And the result would stun the MMA masses.
Here we go. Trying to finish. He's got a carnival fight.
UFC 156, All-Star Erwin versus Antonio Bigfoot Silva.
Here we go. The Reem against Bigfoot.
You guys on their feet, both kind of filling it out. Got the clinch.
Watch these knees, Mike. Yeah. Because here they come. He'll pin down that hand. He throws knees like very few people are capable of.
Which is broken. Haven't really thrown any kind of punches yet.
Good start for Overeem. He's got to be careful that he's not overconfident.
Overeem threw 2-3 punches, both got in the clinch against the fence.
For Bigfoot, it's imperative that he gets this fight to the ground. Sizable advantage, though, and significant strikes landed. 31 for Overeem, just 3 for Silva. Bigfoot can't pack a punch. Oh!
Bigfoot goes back.
Big takedown by Reem.